Hey, what's up, you guys? Grimzino back again in another video. Today we're doing another lazy content day because I haven't put out a video in a week. Today we're doing an Uncharted tier list. Uncharted is one of my favorite game series ever. It's awesome. If you've never played it before, go play every single one of them. They're all on PlayStation because they're a PlayStation exclusive. Except for one of them, which is the first one we're going to be talking about, because we're going in chronological order. I've played every single Uncharted game except Lost Legacy, because I don't have the money to buy it. Maybe one day, and I'll do a review for it, if I ever buy it. Let's get into it. As I said, we're going in chronological order, so the first game we're going to be talking about is Uncharted: The Golden Abyss, the PS Vita classic Uncharted game. Underrated as fuck. Super good game. It uses the PS Vita back controls perfectly. Great game. Basically, console game on not a console, on a handheld. It's like a Switch game before the Switch was even invented, obviously. This game is awesome. It has a great storyline. It works well with the Uncharted mind space you get into. You are Nathan Drake. You are treasure hunter royale man. You do whatever you want and you get that treasure, or you don't, I guess. This is going in a good easy B tier for me, just because it was a good ass game. I love this game and it's super good. And next we'll be on Uncharted One. Uncharted One is pretty good. Not as good as Golden Abyss in my opinion. The controls are clunky. It was probably because it was made in the late 2000s, but whatever. Still, clunky game. It just didn't flow as well as some of the later games would. Easy C tier for me. It's still a good story. Introduces all the characters again. We do love Uncharted in this house. So, yeah, pretty good game. But not as good as later games. I could think of a ton of later games that are better, and I will in this thing. Next we have Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. S tier. Easily the best Uncharted game ever made, besides another one that we're going to be talking about. Uncharted 2 has some of the greatest story ever. Some of the greatest characters, including villains. Fleshes out Drake more. We have Chloe coming in, who will become a later greater character. We have more stuff about Elena coming in. Tenzin is one of the best companion characters ever in a game. Plus we see the more mystical element again in an Uncharted game, like there always is when you think about it. Overall, the action sequences make this game so much better too. Like the train sequence, the famous train sequence, which ends in you getting shot. Spoiler warning for this almost a decade old game. And you have to recover and recuperate to defeat your enemies like Flynn and Lazarevich. So overall, S tier for this fucking game. So good. Next game on the list would be Uncharted 3. Drake's Deception. Holy shit, good game. I don't know if it's as good as Uncharted 2. I would have to play them fully again for the 5th time to check if it is better, but it definitely has some of the greatest set pieces.
Nice one.
It was honestly revolutionary for its time in its sand simulation, which would come in handy later in other games. The sand simulation was so good in that game. The overall look of the game was great for the PS3 era if you played it on PS3 like I did when it first released. This game was so good. The action scenes, like the boat turning sideways or the plane falling out of the sky, and somehow Drake survives all of this just to get to the end where he loses what he very much cares about, which has held him through the entire game and through most of his entire life, is insane. We flesh out Drake almost as much as we ever have until the last game, with him in where he meets Sully, which is a main part where he gets the ring. It's such a good game. S tier, easily, for anyone who's played this. Next we have Uncharted 4, the last Nathan Drake oriented Uncharted game. This game is so good in so many levels. It is great on the way it revolutionized how the game looks, how the animations are. For Uncharted 2 and 3, they had almost the exact same animations, which is forgivable. It was a PS3 era. They're not going to make whole new animations for the game. But these animations are so natural. It looks like you can actually do these. It doesn't look blocky, like it's just playing a sequence. It looks like it changes a lot. You don't see a lot of things. The gunplay is great. The game is challenging but fun at the same time, like every game should be. It fleshes out Drake to the max. Finding out he's had a brother this entire time is insane. The new addition of the grappling hook, which is used very fruitfully throughout the game, but isn't overused to the point where, oh look, we have this new thing, now use it everywhere, is awesome, because I love when they add new things to the game. Just everything about this game is pretty good. It's not as good as the 2 and 3, so I'm gonna have to put it in an A tier, but it is definitely super good. It's a great ass game. Definitely go play this. It is probably the most easily accessible of all of these. The hardest one to access is Golden Abyss. You'll need a PS Vita to play that game. But yeah, definitely go play all of these games if you can. And let's get to the ending. So this was my ranking of the Uncharted games. I hope you liked it. These are absolutely one of my favorite franchises, one of the best franchises Naughty Dog has ever made besides Crash Bandicoot. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more of these trash content videos, leave a like and comment down below. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel, ring that motherfucking bell, and I will see you next time.